Hashtag my DJ is dirty.
Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on?
It's Dirty Die.
Dirty Die and
DJ Dirty Die.
DJ Dirty Die.
Dirty Show.
Dirty Die, get it lit, baby. It's the Dirty Show. Yeah.
See, it's the Dirty Show. Where you go to get familiar. For the culture, such a pillar and a winner. If you didn't know, now you know. DJ Dirty Die provide the ill vibe, diving deeper inside to lives of enterprise of dope minds. Blending mainstream with what's on the rise. Well known for the spins, let this be the next on replay. My DJ is dirty, respect the CJ. Hey.
You are now tuned in to DJ Dirty Die.
Are you guys ready? Yo, it's your girl DJ Dirty Die. Hashtag my DJ is dirty, and we are back with another episode of the Dirty Show. And this time I got Calvin Mezrah in the building.
What's going on?
I'm super excited to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, I'm super excited. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the show off with a shot.
Okay.
So we have the Drinko game. You just gotta choose one of the tokens, drop it on one of the letters. Whatever letter you get, let me get this green one. We'll play a game. So you can just choose whatever. I don't even know why I just did that. Like
I was like, they all like.
And that's my favorite color.
For real?
Yellow.
Mine's too.
Oh, the D is for dirty.
Hey.
Okay, so you get the D, and I'll take the N.
Right.
And we're taking the stuff of that cushy stuff, and it's just 80 milligrams. It's a double dose.
I'm here for it.
Yes. Let's get this poppin'. So, cheers to a great year.
Likewise.
And coming up. Woo! Now, that was good.
That tastes really good.
Yeah, Pluto, here we come.
Oh, snap.
So the D is for dirty little secret.
Okay.
It could be any secret you want to tell us about you, industry stuff, or something we may not know. But you have to tell us a dirty little secret about you.
Oh.
Or you can tell us about your other hustle people don't know about.
My other hustle. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I'm being a producer and a man that works with fragrances. I'm also a massage therapist.
Yes.
So that would be the
dirty
secret.
Little secret.
Yeah, dirty little secret. Massage
yes,
therapist.
he be massaging. You know what I'm saying?
Cheryl. Stacey Records.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my peoples. So let's talk about this fragrance, Calvin, because you done put me in the top tier of damn, you smell good. Damn, like niggas be like, what the fuck you got on? They be trying to figure it out. Like I do mix lotion with it, but that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why did you want to come up with a fragrance?
I went to Chicago like when I graduated from high school and visited my auntie, and shout out to Aunt Jean.
Hey, Auntie.
But I visited them. They took me to different malls and just showed me what Chicago looks like. And then I went to Macy's and there was some ladies and I was like, yo, there's fragrances, and they gave me a big bag of samples.
Word.
And I fell in love with it, and ever since then I knew that was one of the things I wanted to do. I was inspired by different artists, like when Diddy had his connection.
Yes.
And Justin Timberlake, Usher. I used to buy all of those.
Right.
So I knew I wanted my name on something, and at that time I didn't even have a name. So when I finally came with I was blessed to have the name Mirage come about. I was like, oh, now I know I can put this anywhere on any product.
And I like the way you spell it too.
Yeah, so it's MERAZH, and it's just the phonetic of the original word. But you know, the original word has such a bad like connotation, and like people think of it as like something they might think is here, but it's really not. And that's not how it was in the past. It's more of a form of enlightenment. So it's how you see yourself in the future. Even though it's not there yet, it's more something
What
that
you looking forward to?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's actually what a mirage is.
He has the little bottles. I have the big bottle. As y'all can see, I use this a lot ever since he put me onto it. This is the only thing I wear. The only thing I might mix with it is my Chanel perfume, but this behind my ears, my wrist, I'm lit. I keep a bottle in my car. Like, I really love it, Calvin. How did you come up with this smell? Because it's so rich. I want it in a big bottle. And when I asked him to put it in a big bottle, y'all know what he did for me? He put it in this bottle. I was like, thank you, Calvin. It can last a little longer now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was so excited. So how did you come up with the smell?
I did a lot of studying. I did some phone calls, and then actually, the dirty little secret with being a massage therapist, we were learning more about like aromatherapy. So I started dabbling into that. I made some phone calls to learn how to make fragrances and either put them together or production-wise. And that was the first one, I would say, maybe the second. And I had it for a very long time. So I had it for months and months and months out before I even decided to drop it. I actually got fired from my job that made me drop it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And so so the whole time I was in school, I didn't have a job. I was literally just on
the ground with
the fragrance, yeah.
And every time I would hit you though, yes, but you would run out quick.
I was heavy.
I'd be like, Calvin, where you at? I need like 7 of them.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I mean, I got 5 now. If you wait till tomorrow, I got another shipment coming. I said, oh, Calvin, moving this, because it is the best smelling oil I've had. I used to like Egyptian musk oil. That's the only oil that I knew about. So when I seen your oil, I was kind of skeptical because I'm like, everybody using oils now. I wonder what it smell like. You know what I'm saying? When I smelt it, I was like, oh my God. But it wasn't until I took my clothes off and I smelt my shirt and I was like, damn, bitch, you smelling good as fuck now. You know, I understood why people was like, dang, girl, you smell good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one compliment no matter where I go. They always say, damn, Dirty, what you got on? You smell good. Like, I be smelling like every time I smell it, I think of you. And I'm like, my nigga, you only smell it when I'm around unless somebody, I mean, you are from that side of the water. You know what I'm saying? So I be feeling like I'm the only one that got it. And I know I'm not, but
everybody's like this with it. So
yeah, I love it.
I really appreciate like all the support that I've been getting. But I really love how what it's doing for a person's day. It affects a person's day in a positive way. So I'm happy with that.
Now you have a unisex one and a male one.
Yeah. So the other one is in the clear bottle. I literally ran out like.
Oh yeah, because it goes fast. It's good.
I couldn't save it.
It's supposed to, Calvin. It's supposed to.
Yeah, so I'm blessed.
My brother loves the male one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm blessed to be running out. I love that problem.
Right.
That I'm
and it's Christmas time. Yeah. That's a good problem.
I connected with my girl.
Oh yeah, your girl is the bomb too, y'all. She got her own fragrance too.
Take this out real
it's a
quick.
Fragrance family. You know what I'm saying? A music family. I love it.
Appreciate you.
Excited for y'all.
So,
let me smell. Oh, her bottle is pretty. Look at her colors.
Oh, yeah, she touches it up.
Damn, you fancy? You smell this. This smell good too.
And you can actually get access to all those fragrances we have on our website, rainfragrance.com.
So what's the name of this one?
I believe that one is that one's Rain.
Rain.
Yeah.
Okay. Mirage. What's is the male one Mirage? Is this the male?
Yeah, the 2 that I have is Mirage and then M2, so Mirage 2.
Okay.
My plan wasn't to go further, so I don't know. I've created others, but my plan was to stay with that one and then
I
the
love
second
that one.
And then being my girl, she's gotten into the butters, so it kind of more ignited what she loves to do.
Lotions like that smell like that?
She got butters. She's got she even making butters for your scalp.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she
into a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so
she's really dope.
She's really and she raps. So
yeah, I seen that. I just got excited. I was like, oh wait a minute, Fragrance Girl is out the box. I like it though. Do you do all our beats?
Yes, we literally she just started. Like literally just started. So
that's lit.
she's really talented writer. So I knew it because when we met, she was like, yo, I can write. And I was like, oh, cool. And it was more of a confidence thing. So when she felt like, okay, I'm ready to record, I was like, bet.
Dude, she has a super producer as a boyfriend. You're a super producer.
Thank you.
How do you feel about that?
It's surreal.
Let's get into the production part of Calvin. How did you start producing?
I started, I grew up in the church, I call it a stump clap church. A lot of other people would say a cappella. And I was blessed to be able to hear or develop the ear for voices. We didn't have any instruments at all, so we would learn based on just voices, voices that play, your highs, your bass notes, and we would just stomp, and that would create the beat, but we never had instruments.
Really?
And so yeah, so then moving from there, my parents got me a set of bongos, and I started playing bongos. I wanted drums, but they gave me bongos, and then which was cool. I think every kid should have a pair of bongos. It teaches you different textures versus a drum. I think naturally you want to wham at a drum. Bongos, you like, and you start hearing different textures. So so it's another thing that gave me a skill set. I would say after that, I got a little older. There was a house party in high school. There was a house party, and I couldn't go. They used to call me curfew, so I couldn't. So the lights come on.
Curfew.
They
You church, you curfew. Yeah, you definitely.
So I had to go in. I had to go in when the lights come on.
Right.
So it was like curfew, right? And I play ball, and then I pick up my ball. It's time to go.
Right.
And they had a house party that night, so I couldn't get there. So the next day at school, it was guys chasing me down, like, yo, like you the kid, you the little nigga that did the track. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, you the little nigga that did the track. Like, and I was like, okay, what track you talking about? So I went to go holler at my guy, who started making beats before me, DJ Glenn. And shout out to DJ Glenn.
DJ Glenn, what up?
Yeah, he let me know that he wanted some of my beats. So I just gave him a beat and whatnot. And after that, I didn't know what's going to happen. He did a bunch of house parties. And I went to go holler at him in school. He was like, come see me at the house. And he played the song for me. It was called I Can't Explain. And the artist was Killer Rick, so him and Killer Rick was on it. And that was the first moment I had someone on my song. Okay. And just made the hair on my back. Right. I almost cried that day.
Wow, I would have cried.
Yeah, it was that moment, and what really killed me was he was like, Cal, you crazy for this one? Right. Which that's a producer dream. That's a dream.
So do you use that drop?
No, it was this is like so long ago. I still have the song, but I don't have the vocals or anything to be able to finesse that.
To try to take it.
Yeah, because my track is still in there. But it was amazing, and moving from there, I started working like at Walmart, and I got approached by a guy who brought me to his group, who brought me to a multi-platinum songwriter, and her name is myDJisDIRTY, and from there I became her mentee. Okay. And I started working with her kids and producing for her kids and things like that.
That's dope.
And it became a great partnership from there. A lot of doors open, and that was my training. That was like 2012, 2013.
Wow, that's super dope. So, what artists have you worked with producing wise?
myDJisDIRTY out here was Lano the Don at one point. Okay. I started with him too.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I used to come all the way. What's the name? It used to be right off of Jefferson. I used to go see him. It's like you could either hit Jefferson. I can't remember the name of it, but it's right off the exit. I don't remember the exit, but it's right there where the McDonald's at. Newport News.
Oh, McDonald's.
It's a McDonald's coming. No.
New Market?
It's the McDonald's headed to Suffolk.
Downtown?
Yeah.
Okay. Downtown.
He was there, and I used to drive there, and my first time heading there, I got confused because there's nowhere else where there's one ways for real. So I'm like driving, I'm looking, I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? So I'm in the wrong lane. Cars was coming, scared the crap out of me.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I met Lano, and we cooked up for a nice minute. And then of course, myDJisDIRTY. We dropped a song. I think I have a song right there where they call it All the Way, or no, True.
True. Okay.
And then, of course, Marv P. He's doing his thing from Norfolk.
Marv P. Yes.
And so we locked in. I would say maybe not long after I met myDJisDIRTY, I ended up meeting him, and we locked in. We became brothers. So,
yes.
so shout out to Marv P.
Shout out to Marv P. Because he be putting on for the city as well.
Big time. And then it's just other than that, it's just me helping other artists that's been coming out, releasing music. I'm just helping them. I started recording and mixing. So.
Oh, so you produce the record and you mix it?
Now I am.
Oh, that's lit. So they can get it all in one.
Yeah. So
I like
I'm
that.
Creating it, producing. I'm helping with the songwriting. I'll sing on it if you have to.
Oh, you be singing Calvin.
Yeah.
So when they come to you for a record, do you have like the hook and everything ready for them, or is it just the beat? How do you do it?
Well, not maybe a little while ago. I've learned that it's best depending on who you're sending it to.
Right.
But I like to work like I'll send you something and then you create. And then I fill it in because that's what I was accustomed to.
Right.
But industry, they want you to have the whole, which is the reason why they would call you a producer. You have to bring the whole product.
Right.
Versus the beat maker, they just make the beat and then they do that.
Right.
But the producer, he has to get the artist. The song has to be finished, budgets, all of that, and you keep it
wow, I didn't know you sing.
Yeah, so I sing if I have to. I sing for the melody. Usually, like.
But you in church, that all goes together.
But I'm the one person in the church, in that whole family, because my whole family was singers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in that church, it was a family church. Church of God, Saints of Christ, in Pewsville, Suffolk.
Oh, wow.
And, when we did that, what I would say, I never would sing. I would clap. I don't think I would clap either. They always wanted me to do something. I was anti. I wouldn't do anything. And
but producing is in your lane then, because you still can be anti as a producer.
It was like, it's a party over here. I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'll chop it up with y'all when y'all finish.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of like that, where I'm not where everybody else is, but I'm still in the room.
Right.
So,
that's lit.
Yeah.
So do you have a ritual that you do when you cooking up beats?
My favorite movie is Fade to Black with Jay-Z. And it's a moment where he goes, you crack the door and let God in. And that's how I move. So you crack the door. So I used to do that at the studio, like different studios I go to. I crack the door because I love people around, but I still like being by myself.
Oh, that's me.
So it was like, they're like, man, who's that kid in there that's like making all this hard shit? And they'll walk past, and I crack the door just enough for people to hear it.
And they make them want to come in.
They're like, yo, what's going on? What you doing? I met a lot of people based on like just me working and probably out working, because they was there. I was there before they got there. I'm there after they left and came back.
Wow.
So I used to do that all the time. I was there Radio Ready. I used to Jay Bray in his studio. So shout out to Jay Bray for letting me in there.
That's lit. What other studios you worked in?
What was I can't think of the name. I was there so heavy, but I could tell you like the engineers. Oh, DNA.
Okay.
Biggs out there. I worked with it's an engineer named Lowe's. So
you be traveling a lot. I see that.
Yeah. Oh, and I went to Patchwork when I went to Atlanta.
Okay, I love Patchwork. Shout out to C Mandy.
Yes, Mandy. How you doing? And Universal Studios in New York. So I've been places. I forget sometimes to even.
Right. Yeah, because you've been everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Moved a lot. I went to 1500 or nothing.
Oh, that's my homie Point. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Point. I was there. I know some people there.
Okay.
You know, Pops, Sam Rance. So they always been cool. So and I've been to California like several times. So that was probably like my favorite place to go. I haven't been to Miami yet, but I'm trying.
I love Miami.
Yeah, I need to lock in.
But I was just watching Drink Champs, and I didn't realize the Hit Factory was in the hood, cause Pharrell was like he was in the studio cooking up, and they was shooting outside. And F and DJ F, and he was like, yeah, it's in the hood, and I was like, oh, I mean, I'm sure they have hoods, but every time I go to Miami, I'm like, where is the hood? But I'm always on the strip, so.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I done been to the hood, I done been downtown, but to me, it wasn't hood. It wasn't as bad as people made it seem. So, I mean, maybe we weren't out there at the right time. I really won't trying to be out there where they was clapping anyway. But the first finger licking we went to before they put it on South Beach, we went to the one downtown. I thought it was anyway, and their food was the bomb. So, I love Miami.
That's awesome. I definitely want to, I really want to make it there.
Yes.
To some studios out there.
So what you got cooking up now?
Well, as far as the music, right now I'm still working with Marv. We got some stuff coming out. Shout out to Marv. And then, I'm still working with myDJisDIRTY. We got some music that we're working on. I think we still in the shopping zone as well.
Okay.
We're just shopping records. So artists, if you guys looking for some records.
Artists, if you guys looking for some records, I might be putting something together soon. I just haven't wrapped my mind around it, but I'm gonna definitely need beats because you know I like all my beats from people from here.
Please,
you know what I'm saying?
I really appreciate what you and what I've been seeing Point do. It's really cool. Y'all make sure, like on this side, y'all literally always bring all the same people y'all either grew up with or y'all met along the way.
Yeah, I've been knowing Point. Well, Roger. I've been knowing him forever. That's the homie. So I met Point at church.
Word.
Cornerstone Assembly. He was playing in the band. That was the first. I wasn't a part of the choir, but all my friends was, so I always went to practice with them. I was always there. That was the first church I wanted to be a part of the choir, and I was scared to join, but Point was in the band there. I think he played the drums, and I want to say he played the keyboard or something like that. I can't remember, but
I seen him play the keys. I seen him mess with the keys.
Yeah, I think he can play all the instruments if I ain't mistaken. But yeah, shout out to Point, man.
Yeah,
I be trying to put on for the city. I do try to do my little part. You know, I feel like that's what I'm here for, to connect people. So I just try to do my part.
Yeah, I do a really good job of that. Like from what I be watching, it's different from being on this side and being on the other side.
And see, I want to get to know more artists on that side, but it's like, how do I connect with them? Then it's Corona, and it's like, I know artists on that side, like Driver, Marv P, The Concept, Big Torn, Billy Mercury. Like, I know a few, but I've been rocking them for a long time. I want to meet the new and upcoming, you know.
So
I definitely got to come on that side. I need to come to a studio session with you and check it out one time.
Please do.
And you should send me some new music. 'Tis the season.
Yes.
Christmas music. Let's get into it.
Yes.
So, how did you think? What made you want to do a Christmas song?
She hit me up and said, Norva Rain, by the way, she hit me up and she said, I want to do a Christmas song. And I was like, all right, cool, 'cause I'm not really big on Christmas songs.
Okay.
My Christmas songs is Mariah Carey, and I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm not even listening to her. I'm just trying to figure out how whoever did the piano layout.
Right.
That's, you know,
impeccable, right? From a producer.
Like,
and I would never listen to no piano. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, like I love what she did, but it was just the piano did it for me. And I just started like really tapping into the Christmas music. Like I'm aware of like the Jackson vibe. Like, it's always been playing, but I feel like it's always been like stuffed down your throat.
Right.
Or, you know, so growing up I didn't like it. But now it's like, okay, I remember the feeling.
Like I'm getting into Christmas music now because it's more rap Christmas albums that I like, you know what I'm saying? So L's Money got a Christmas album, Tree had a Christmas album that dropped, so it's like, ooh, it's hip hop in it now, like, ooh, you know what I'm saying?
The meaning behind it isn't Christmassy.
Right, but it's still Christmassy. Yeah. They still tie the Christmas vibes in and everything that's going on to their everyday life. And
exactly.
I think it's dope for artists to be able to do that. So Nova Rain has dropped 'Tis the Season.
Yes. Yes.
I think we want to get into that. Let's listen to that now.
I want to make noise for God, man.
Nova Rain, y'all. Produced by Calvin Mezrah. I need all 5 of these.
Word, I got you.
I'm about to cash out you now.
I got you.
They still 6? 5. Oh, that's fine. Okay.
'Tis the season, get that bag. Time to make them haters mad. Focus on your mental health. Build some generational wealth. Set some goals and go get them. These messy hoes, we forget them.
Come on.
Don't got no time for your drama.
That's why I like it.
Tis the season's salutations. Let's establish new relations. Out with the old, in with the new. So own the real, remain in the groove. Do what it do, it is what it is. Drink your water, raise some kids, save your money, stack your paper. Stop now, flex later.
And it's a motivational Christmas song on top of that.
You know, your friend and your enemy. 2021, new year, who this? They can try to shoot, but they still gon' miss. Cause no weapon form shall prosper. So fix your form and your posture. Tis the season, fix your crown.
I like her flow. I like the way she rolled the beat.
It's your time, look how long you waited. Look, mama, you made it. Look, mama, you made it.
That was lit. So that's
Thank
Tis
you.
the Season, Nova Rain, produced by Calvin. How long did it take y'all to do that song?
That was a day. Like she
So
literally.
when she go in the booth, she's a one-shot shorty?
She did that one. She did that one. We tried different things over time, but this was the first time she was like, I'm ready.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool. And she already was writing things and being prepared. And so it was up to me to like create something. So I just was like, all right, well, this is Christmas. Like, here's something, you know? And then she come at you like, I'm ready. I was like,
what?
Oh. So
you weren't ready?
Yeah, I wasn't ready. So I would say it was literally like in the span of a day, we ended up recording, and it was easy. Like,
one take?
It was easy.
And the beat is good. It's a nice Christmas beat.
Thank you.
I think you should really do more. Like,
right,
I can feel the vibe. It's a good vibe. You can drive, you can clean. It's good Christmas music. You know what I'm saying? And then she inspiring us, like, get the bag. Like, look at yourself. You made it, sis. Like, I rock with that.
I didn't know that was going to happen. I promise I didn't. Like, when I played it or when I heard it, we was in the car listening to it after we, bounced it. And we looked at each other like, this ain't
right.
Like, you got one.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah, so
especially when it's your girl.
It was so cool, and she's getting messages like, "Yo, this your first song? Like, this your first release?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like people are hitting her up.
Did she take you by surprise? Did you like, "Oh shit, I was sleeping"?
No, cause with me, like I have a belief.
So you already knew she had it.
Yeah, it's more so like a lot of what I've learned about myself is a lot of people won't. Like, how would you say? A lot of people won't approach me.
Oh, got you. Okay.
And I used to think that people didn't want to approach me because either like they wasn't interested, but I started learning that a lot of people won't approach me because they don't want to be in the wrong, or they want to come correct if they do.
Oh, got you, right.
And so when some people do step in with me, I'm learning like, oh, you're nervous? And they're like, yeah, I don't want to mess up in front of you. I'm like,
right. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're a super producer, Calvin. I mean, I know you're humble.
That's
you're huge. Do you want to just tell them some of the huge stuff you did, or are you just gonna play humble the whole show? I mean, I was playing along with you.
So
I was playing along for as long as I could, Calvin.
So I would say, well, for one, I'm working with a singer-songwriter. Her name's myDJisDIRTY. She's a double platinum. Amazing artist. She's now an artist. I'm her producer. Marv P. We've gotten to the point that we've been featured on. It was on a playlist for I can't even think of the name. Funk Flex.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember that because Marv P made his.
I don't even think it was long before we came here.
I interviewed y'all before about that. Yes.
Funk Flex put us up there. He actually like reposted and it was like, yo, who is this?
Right.
It was for Chase Dreams Not People. And it had a lot of people talking. And so on the playlist I'm looking, it's like Drake is up there.
Heavy hitters.
My idols were up there, like DJ Khaled. It was scary. I think I cried that day.
Wow.
Cause I'm like,
that's
yo,
a good feeling though.
Cause it was Hot 97, and like it was no other reason for it to be up there versus Funk Flex seen it and then was like, yo, who is this?
Right.
And so that was a really big thing. I did the EDL festival.
Love EDL Fest. Shout out to Naya.
Yeah, Naya, who's also a Mirage customer.
Yeah,
she's crazy about those. So appreciate you, Naya. And then
I'm telling you, you got the top notch stuff.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know. I don't like to look at too much of what I be really doing. Kind of keep my head down. You kind of gotta remind me, like.
But that brings longevity too. I think the most successful people are humble, and I think the ones that's not humble, you see them stumble. So
yeah, and it'd be that way. They either learn it. It's not really something you can learn it. You can. It's not like I need to be humble. It's, It's something you experience where you're like, I need to be more.
Yeah, exactly. You got to go through some things.
Yeah.
So where can people find your beats at?
So my website is calvinmirage.com. That's crazy. I didn't have one when I first met you.
Oh, Calvin Mirage.
I don't think I had anything when I first met you, but beats. I think.
Yep, you were on beats, and it was you and MRP.
It was just me and Mar. Yeah.
The progression is dope to think about. Like, dang, I didn't even have my website on your last show, and now you have a website. That's lit. So they can go up there and listen to the beats. Do you get like samples of it, and they can purchase it that way?
Yes, I'm doing an update, but usually how I initially started is artists will have songs that they either recorded, and artists, if you guys have recorded already, it's cool on those YouTube beats. You can hit me up. I will make your beat all the way over. I'll just make your whole new track. That's how I started. So that's what the website looks like now. It has a video of me listening to someone telling me what they want done. They're like, yo, I want this dark.
Right.
Whatever they're asking. And I sit down and cook it up in front of him. And he just freak out and run out the studio. Because
that's crazy when you see a producer cooking up in front of you and they cook up some shit that you like. Now, it's cool, but when you cooking up some shit, what the fuck is this nigga cooking up? Yeah. And then when it come out dope, you're like, what the fuck? Did you just create that in front of me?
And it's especially more fun because you get to keep the energy of the person who recorded it the first time. So you don't even have to redo anything. It's more so just like recreate and match that energy. And it was really cool. So that's what the website looks like now. I have a catalog that I'm putting up there. Okay. So for artists they can just go through the catalog and let me know which ones they want, and then I can just make it downloadable for them.
That's lit. So they can purchase. You lease or do you just let them purchase it?
So far they just been purchasing it. I've been in different TV situations where I'll be sync licensing. I'm getting more into the sync licensing now. Okay. So it's just enjoying whatever comes. This is how I'm establishing it. So if it's leasing, I don't think I want to care to lease. Right. Because a lot of times I'm kind of choosy. I really
Who gets your beats?
Yeah, like I really want them to care about what they're doing.
Exactly. And a lot of artists don't. So I think that's smart for producers to care enough about their music. Like, no, you can just, I'm not leasing out the beat. Are you serious? You need to be serious if you want to rock with me. So that's put another standard with you too. So where can they find you at on Instagram?
Oh, Calvin Mirage. Everything's Calvin Mirage. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Clubhouse,
Snapchat, TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
What's the new one?
Snapchat.
Oh, you said Clubhouse.
Clubhouse is Calvin Mirage.
There's so many apps now.
It's more than that. I forgot. There's one called.
They got the House Party app. I don't even know what that is. It's called House Party.
Let me see.
I just got on Clubhouse.
Let me see. It should be. Oh, you on the Clubhouse now? There's this app called.
They have good conversations on Clubhouse that I like. Especially it was a one called Collab and something. And the lady basically let everybody in the room as moderators, and she asked anybody if they had anything coming up and what they needed help with. And if it was somebody in that room that can help, they will say what they can help with. People was getting free services. Met a lady that styles for Insecure. It was like that.
That's dope.
All of that was, to me, was just dope. Just listening to it, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I thought that was dope.
I was up there last night. Was with executives, which is really cool because artists don't get a chance to talk to the button pushers of the world. Like we always think we're supposed to get to the person who got the album drop, and a lot of times they're not even making the moves.
Right.
Like it's other guys
behind the scenes
who literally be watching your Instagram that got like 500 followers, and they're the ones who's really calling the shots.
Yeah.
Big time. Like, and there's ones that used
really
to
have the least amount of followers, and they not blinging either.
They chilling. Like you would never know. You see their wife or their husband, and you're like, oh, they don't. And then under it says, music is that, work that, A&R this.
Yeah.
Or they have their own company that they moved forward to. So I definitely witnessed a lot of that, and a lot of gems are being dropped on Clubhouse.
Right.
The other app is Loom.
Loom?
Yeah, L-U, or is it Lum? But it's like L-U-M. And that's a music-based community. I think Neo just not long ago collabed with them.
Oh, okay.
And spoke some words about it. But Loom is you ever heard of Bigo?
Who?
Bigo?
I thought you said Migo. I'm like, yeah, I heard of Migo.
Bigo is a place that people go to where, like, you could put Bigo on here now, and people watch it and start paying you.
And what is that called?
Bigo.
How you spell it?
Almost like bingo, but without the N.
Oh, B-I-G-O.
Yep.
Oh, B-I-G-O. It can get me some money?
Literally, like people
B-I-G-O.
be up there doing whatever they feel like, and people just like we doing this. People just like watching that.
Oh.
And they just send you money, like they send you, and you get to be like a host and things like that. And Loom is similar, but for musicians. So anybody who playing any type of music.
So I could put backseat of my Jeep up there, but I use other people's beats though.
You still should be able to.
Which is where I'm at.
You still should be able to.
That's lit. That's lit.
You should do some backseat of my Jeep beats for her backseat of my.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Oh yeah, you can. I just been choosing, because somebody else said I should use other beats so I wouldn't get the copyright thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to use producer beats if y'all were using them for people, because it's only for freestyle. So I didn't want to waste y'all time getting a beat when I know that I'm not purchasing it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know how that would work. But if y'all had old beats that somebody already rapped on, then I will take those ones.
Oh, well,
like some Omar P beats, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That somebody already rapped over that we can reuse, and
that can work too.
Yeah.
Shout
out to Billy for the plug.
Yeah, big time.
That is a good idea.
That's not a problem. Whatever, anything. Anything.
I love Calvin.
Anything for you.
And I just bought all these bottles, so they're not for sale. Just FYI.
I'm sorry, these are gone, but I do have some.
He got some more. I put them. I hung it on the door over there for you because I had to move the table.
Oh, you see? I was like, whoa, wait a minute. But
yeah.
I do have more. But yeah, those two websites and apps, those are really good. But Clubhouse is what I've really been on.
Okay.
And, as far as reaching me, that's the best way to reach me is just hit me on the gram. I'm up there more than anything else.
Okay. So if y'all need the fragrance, go to the website. It's rainfragrance.com. And that's REIGN, right?
Yeah, REIGN, yep.
Okay. That's where you get the fragrance from. And go to Calvin Mezrah to get the beats.
Big time.
Yes.
Big time.
So I want to thank you for coming to the Dirty Show,
much.
Calvin. I'm so excited. I got my Christmas stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Do you got anything you want to shout out before we leave?
Man, I'll just leave a message. So, I want to say, and I do feel this, because a lot of people, I really didn't mean to, that tag I used with Pharrell, and I think it's really cool that one interview kind of like inspired people, and it's not, no one's like saying, hey, did you see this? It's more like people are expressing themselves, and you're like, oh, they've seen it.
Right.
You could tell they've seen it just in the reference, and I think that's really cool. So what I like to share is just everything. It moves in its own flow.
Yes.
And just stay in your flow.
Yeah.
Stuff will not look great, and that's when we're trying to decipher it. So you have to stay in the flow, and things will move
forward
unexpectedly, but forward in ways you was like, oh, that is better than what I was cooking up. You know,
because God has the real plan for you.
I was working at a job that didn't that wasn't doing nothing but taking my time. And so I wouldn't let them go, so they let me go.
Wow.
And that's how that happened. So.
Well, I'm glad y'all let them go. Because we have a super producer and a fragrance owner and a massager on our hands now. And shout out to y'all. So we appreciate y'all for letting us go and letting us evolve into who we truly are. Because that's what you can take from getting fired from any job. You know what I'm saying?
Big time. Big time.
Take that. So y'all already know it's The Dirty Show. I love y'all. Be back next week. Deuces.
Peace.